Hey everyone, Ryan and Kayla here. We just got off a 4-day cruise on the Navigator of the Seas out of LA. We went to Catalina and Ensenada, and we just thought we'd show you around and review the following categories with you.
The ship itself, embarkation process, food, activities and entertainment, and the ports we visited.
First up is the embarkation process. We actually thought it was really quick and easy. There was plenty of parking, so if you're driving to the port, you don't have to worry about that. We did have to wait outside here in the sun a little bit outside the tent because we showed up an hour before our embarkation time to do some drone footage, and we still had to wait in line. So be prepared to sit in the sun. Once we got in, we were good to go. It was quick and painless. Make sure you have your paper and electronic cruise documentation. And then from there, we got through, and it was a little funny little mistake. They for whatever reason, waved us through before everyone else. We got to be the first passengers on, and we even did our muster before we boarded the ship while we were waiting here.
Okay, so that brings us to the ship itself. We thought that this ship had a really good balance between venues and food and entertainment. We really enjoyed the amplifications that Royal Caribbean made on the Navigator. They added so much bright colored seating. They added really cool floating tanning chairs. They have a really great pool with a ledge on the outside so that you can sit and watch the entertainment while you're still kind of, sitting and soaking in the pool. They have hot tubs on the top deck, which provided a great view, and it was nice to have 2 extra hot tubs. And then the view from the lime and coconut was definitely the cherry on top of the amplifications. Lime and coconut is so brightly colored, it just gives the pool deck a really great refresh. And there were so many great places to sit and watch pool activities like the belly flop and the sexiest man. We had some great drinks actually here over in the lime and coconut.
Yeah, I think we even brought our El Loco Fresh up there.
We did. Our obvious favorite on any ship is the Viking Crown Lounge. The views from up here are unparalleled. You can see so much stuff. So this is our stateroom. We get an interior stateroom. It was on the 11th floor. It was part of the brand new staterooms. It was really great. It was small and clean.
Okay, now the time to talk about the food. We loved the food on the Navigator of the Seas. I can't think of a cruise where we had a better food experience. We went to Hooked the first night, and what's really great, it was a first time experience for me, and Kayla actually was able to order from the main dining room, seeing as she's a vegetarian and celiac. I had oysters, which, they look so good, and we'll definitely be going back to Hooked. We had a great time there.
Next up is Izumi. Izumi is probably our favorite restaurant ever. We will definitely be going back to Izumi anytime it's available on the ship. You can see my reaction here.
Oh yeah.
That food was so good.
Izumi definitely will be going on every ship from here on out. We also enjoyed El Loco Fresh by the poolside. So as we walk through the promenade, we'll just show you the venues here. We have playmakers. We didn't go this time around, but it is a spot that I do like to go either to watch a game, have a draft beer, and also some reasonable priced food there. And the Cafe Promenade, they didn't have gluten-free pizza for Kayla this go around. We were pretty disappointed in that, but next we'll show you the Bamboo Room. Although they didn't serve any food, it was actually a nice vibe. We went here and got a couple like tiki totem kind of drinks, and it was just a nice little area to get something different to get a couple drinks.
And now we're at the Windjammer, which was my jam this time around. Normally we don't eat dinner in the Windjammer, but on this particular cruise, we ate dinner twice in the Windjammer because for me, they had a gluten-free designated section. I didn't have to think about anything. I could just go right to the section and pile up food. It was great.
Yeah, they just had all your classic Windjammer items. If you don't have dietary restrictions, this is a great place to just come get something quick. And yeah, we were pleasantly surprised. We had 2 dinners here. Normally we eat in the main dining room, so definitely a good experience.
Definitely our first trip where we did not eat in the main dining room at all. Very strange for us.
Diving into the activities. So there were a lot of activities to do on the ship. We actually had a blast doing them. First we started with the slides. They had a single slide and also a 2-person slide. Although we didn't get any footage, we did find that the 2-person slide was a lot more fun and there's a bit more of a line, so just be ready for that. We also tried the rock climbing for the first time, and this was a lot of fun as well because it's actually kind of harder than you think and a lot higher than you would think it is. And once you're up there and you look down, you're actually quite surprised. There's also this like euphoric accomplishment feel once you get to the top and you ring the bell, and it's just a nice little break in the day, and then you can go have a nice cold beverage after.
I have to say the scariest part about rock climbing was propelling off at the end. Very scary. scary.
Yeah, you just kind of have to take a leap of faith there at
Literally.
the end. They also had the basketball court. There's usually something going on there. We caught it at a time when it was empty, and there was always these like aqua sports going on in the pool. They were always really good, making sure people were entertained. I'm not sure if this is some more jam-packed on a 4-day cruise, but it just felt like there was always something going on. So we were really happy with the activities and entertainment on board. Okay, next we had the belly flop competition. But check out this one. It was a really great belly flop. He kind of crumbles in and opens right up and does a perfect little U shape there, head up, and he's accepted his fate. He knows he's gonna come up with a red chest. And I was just glad to catch this in the moment there, and it was a lot of fun, and it's just some, you know, easy poolside fun that you can have on a sea day. So we really enjoyed seeing the atmosphere again, and you know, we hadn't seen that since pre-pandemic, so it was just fun to be a part of it again. Some more activities I had on the ship were just your classic, you know, cruise trivia. We went to the schooner once or twice in the 4 days just to do a quick like pre-dinner trivia, and they also had some shows running at night, some red parties and that sort of thing going on, but we didn't get too much. It's just only 4 days, so you only have so little time to get so much done.
So for our ports, our first stop obviously was we came in a few days early and spent some time in Hollywood. We flew into West Hollywood, and we went on the hike up to the Hollywood sign,
Yeah.
which honestly was a great hike.
This was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it.
The views from the top were worth the sweat equity we put in getting up there. It was like 30 degrees every single day when we were in LA, so it was definitely hot. Definitely worth doing. I would definitely recommend climbing up. Then we did a little walk down the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and we walked over to the Chinese theater. So we got to see a lot of really cool stars that we recognized, and some handprints and footprints from some famous people and famous movies. Actually, Ryan's favorite one that we saw is, well, there was two. He liked The Avengers, which is this one here. But probably his favorite one that he really geeked out for was the Darth Vader and Star Wars, which was kind of cool to see.
Okay, in post-cruise, we visited Manhattan Beach, the Santa Monica Pier, which we thought too was amazing. We actually went up in the Ferris wheel and had a really great day, and the weather's so beautiful, and it was such a great view. We're really happy we did this, even though it was kind of out of the way for us. I'm glad we made the trip and created the memories, and if you have the time, I'd recommend it doing as well. We kind of found that Venice Beach was a bit of a skip. If you want to see it, go right ahead, of course. We felt like out of the 3 beaches, that one was the one to skip out on.
The next port we did was Catalina. This was our first stop on the cruise. It was beautiful. We had to take a little tender boat out to the island, and we didn't really plan to do a whole lot this day, so we kind of winged it, and thankfully we got pretty lucky. We landed at Descanso Beach. It was a beach club just past the casino area. The port of Catalina is gorgeous. Like, they have cute little shops going up and down, and a lot of nice places to walk, a couple places to sit, have a drink, but Descanso Beach was great because you could actually drink either at their bar, or you could actually purchase something and bring it to the beach. The water was pretty cold and it had rocks, so make sure you bring your water shoes.
It was so refreshing because it was so hot out. Just every day it was beautiful weather, and here's a shot of Descanso Beach Club right now, and there's just an area where you can upgrade and get umbrellas and chairs, and then there's an area where you can just bring your own towel and relax. So we really thought it was a great resort for us to come and not have to pay anything, really.
And here Ryan's gonna make fun of me because we stumbled across this little bar. I think it was called the Marlin Bar.
Beach Club, I think.
And we did some Jello shots, and I bought a round for the bar, and we actually had a really great time. I had a little too much fun because I left some stuff behind and couldn't find my C-Pass, but it was a great day.
Yeah, we met some cool people, and then we got back on the ship afterwards and enjoyed the sail away. This is from just outside the living room there, and it's another one of our favorite spots. We know the living room's for teens, but there's never anyone there. It's a nice quiet place to bring a couple glasses of wine and just hang out and watch the beautiful sunset. If you've gotten anything out of the video so far, please like and subscribe. We appreciate it a lot. It's a free way to support the channel, and we're aiming to get our next milestone of 1,000 subscribers. So if you'd like to be a part of that, please like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Our final stop was in Ensenada, Mexico. We planned to do the Taste of Mexico and Margarita Madness tour, which did not disappoint.
No, it was a lot of fun.
It was. We were able to get off the ship really quick, find our tour group. We actually saw some seals, which was pretty cute. We took a tour bus through the town of Ensenada.
Yeah, do you remember when everyone started kind of feeling a little sketchy because it's
Yes.
an hour drive there and it's a bit off the beaten path and everyone starts to get that feeling.
That nervous feeling, like where are they taking us?
Yeah, but then we got there and we just had a wonderful experience.
Al fresco cooking.
Oh yeah, just all the fresh fruits and vegetables, and we made some salsa, some tostadas,
Guacamole and enchiladas.
And it was just what a great experience. We had just a wonderful day.
I would do this trip every time, just for the great food and the tequila. Honestly, the tequila was really good.
Yeah, they had unlimited margaritas there for us.
And they cooked everything fresh for us. Like when we showed up, everything was just roasted, just baked, just prepared. Everything was so fresh.
From there, we got back on the bus, and then we went over to Tequila Distillery, where we got to learn how tequila was made and some fun facts about tequila and about how to identify, different qualities. But again, it was a lot of fun. We got to try 6 different types and then have a couple extra bonus shots, and so that was a lot of fun. And then after there, we did some shopping and head back to the ship.
And we went right back down to the living room because it's the best place to watch the sail away, especially from Ensenada. It was such a gorgeous sunset and sail away. We said goodbye to my friend the seals, and we just had a great sail away.
Yeah, and we'll say goodbye to you here as well. I hope you enjoyed the review and the little ship tour of the Navigator of the Seas. I'd highly recommend doing this one.
I would do it again.
Yeah, I can't say I'd be super excited for the ports again, but I'd be really happy for the smooth sailing, the good weather, the good ship, and we created some great memories, and I hope you guys do as well.